What's a good alternative to rice wine vinegar? I find it difficult to source rice wine vinegar for recipes. I can usually find rice vinegar, rice wine, and white wine vinegar, but not specifically rice wine vinegar. Can I use any of the above ingredients, or anything else, as an alternative?
Rice wine vinegar and rice vinegar are the same thing, so that's easy. For additional pantry stocking, seasoned rice vinegar is just rice vinegar with a little salt and sugar added. It's intended to be the right mixture for a number of recipes, not the least of which is sushi rice, although in my experience you're better off seasoning plain rice vinegar to the correct balance. Rice wine is, of course, sake. Generally, if you're cooking with rice wine, you want a moderately priced, clear filtered sake like Gakeikan. The same advice about cooking with regular wine applies here. Don't try to cook with anything undrinkable. Mirin is a specific kind of light, sweet rice wine used in braised dishes, dipping sauces, steamed fish, etc. If you can't find it, buy a drinkable sake and add around 2 teaspoons of sugar per 1/4 cup of sake. First off, I suspect that rice wine vinegar and rice vinegar are the same thing. Secondly, rice wine vinegar comes in 2 basic kinds. There is a dark vinegar and a white, yellow vinegar. The dark vinegar has more flavor than the white version. However, both are relatively low in flavor compared to other vinegar alternatives. To replace a white rice wine vinegar, I would suggest using another low-flavor vinegar. One with a white color. In the UK, there is a kind of clear vinegar usually labeled as non-brewed condiment, which should make an adequate substitute, though I'd suggest using a smaller than normal quantity as it is stronger than most other vinegars. Another alternative would be a clear malt vinegar, which will be close though not absolutely the same. Again, you may need to reduce the quantity to match the strength. To replace the dark rice wine vinegar is more tricky. My first suggestion is to try a dark malt vinegar as a replacement. If you want to try to source the real thing, you might not find it in some UK supermarkets. However, almost every large city in the UK has a Chinatown which will contain a Chinese supermarket where you can stock up on any items you might need. Failing that, try asking at your local Chinese restaurant or takeaway. They might be able to point you to a supplier. Lastly, there are online suppliers in the UK. If you Google, you should be able to find one.